Okay, in our last tutorial, we used the text tool to create a nameplate for a desk. Now we're going to come back and create another nameplate uh, in a different style using a different tool. Well, still based on the text tool. Our name is done in text, so that's obviously a tool we'll need to use. But we're going to use a different tool. We're going to use the sweep tool this time to create a feature and the desired look. So let's get started. All right. Seeing the screen in front of me, we have a blank canvas. I've still got the previous tutorials up in front, and now we're going to come back and let's create a sketch. This time we're going to go to the top bottom plane. Okay, we're going to do a center rectangle. We're going to start from the origin. All right, we're going to do 140 millimeters again in our length. We'll set the height to be 50 millimeters. Hit enter. We have a rectangle in place. Let's finish sketch. Our next step, we are going to extrude the rectangle. So I can hit keyboard shortcut V. I can use the extrude shortcut here. I can go to the drop down menu if I want. Let's extrude 10 millimeters. Actually, that was more than I wanted. Let's go 8 millimeters. Hit enter. We want to give it a decent base, okay, for what we're going to do next. All right, now we're going to add the text to this face. So let's create a sketch. Once again, I do not want to click on one of the where the face is overlapping one of the planes. Let's go out here and click because we want our sketch on the face of the object, not on one of the planes. If you do where they overlap, it defaults to the plane. All right, and there we are. Let's fit. Oh, that's way too big. So I'm going to use the wheel mouse. I'm going to scroll out a little bit. There we go. All right. Now we don't have a shortcut for the text tool up here. So we go create text. All right. We're going to use our grids again to help align what we our text box. So click, come down here, snap, click. There's our sample text. If you're not snapping into place with grid lines, make sure snap to grid is checked. So that's down here in the nav, snap to grid. All right. Love those emails coming up while I'm working. All right. Now, this time I'm not going to use my own name. I'm going to put the dog's name. You all have seen pictures of my dog in class. Most of you should have. Maxwell, our Portuguese water dog. There he is. That's Maxwell. So my daughter would absolutely love to have his. He's supposed to be my daughter's dog. Um, she would love to have a nameplate to go on her desk for Maxwell. Let's get this out of the way now that you've seen the creature. And let's change the text to Maxwell. All right. Now, this is trial and error for you all. Okay. Get it to fit the way you want it to fit. Um, I'm kind of happy with the basic size of that. It's bringing up the same font size and so forth that we used on the last project because I haven't closed the program. I've got it set to bold, my character spacing, centered, and you know what? Actually, let's move this up just a touch. All right. Yeah, I'm going to get a little bit more aligned. I tell you what. I want to actually, what we're going to do is create a arc, and we're going to sweep that text along the arc, so it's going to come out and come forward. So if it's coming forward, the weight, if it's leaning over the front, will cause it to tip. So we really need to move it up so that it starts more from the back. And I'm going to get the letters to align with this grid line right up here. I think that looks a lot better for the project that we're going to do. So I'm going to have them arc forward. You'll see more of what I'm talking about in a few minutes. They'll come up and angle forward. And I don't want, if I had the letters down here and it's coming forward to the front and actually leaning over the front, it's not going to be as stable. So by going back, it'll stabilize the design and the plate. Okay, so now we have it positioned, size, everything that we want. You experiment with it, get it the way you want it. And we've got our text in place. Let's go back to the home position. Okay, now I want to create an arc that we are going to sweep the text along. So this is going to be an introduction to the arc tool, which we haven't used yet. So let's go create. Actually, I need a sketch first. So let's open our sketch. We want the right face over here is what we're going to sketch on. Okay, so select the right face. Okay, so this is the back, this is the front. We're going to have the lettering come and arc this way as we raise it. So we want our arc. We're going to start from this corner and we're going to draw an arc like this, out and away. And we're just going to get a smooth arc. So let's go create, arc, and 3-point arc. So we're going to come to the corner, click on the corner. And our next point, we're going to go diagonally. So let's see, 1, 2 spaces up. So we're going to come down from this next major grid line. 1, 2. That should be a smooth. Actually, let's go up one. So up one more and a little steeper. All right, and we just want a smooth arc. See, if we go too far, that's not smooth. It's bending in and back out. All right, we just want it to be a smooth arc, just like that. That's beautiful. Notice how I got the tangent, and there's our arc. All right, escape out of the arc tool. That looks pretty good to me. Let's finish sketch. All right, so we've got an arc drawn down here, and we've got our text. We're going to use the sweep tool. Create, sweep. Okay, that's where we're going. The sweep tool will project a shape or design, letters being a shape, uh, along a path. All right, so we're going to take the shape of the letters and we're going to project them along the path of this arc. So let's go create, sweep. The profile, what are we going to sweep along the path? That's the letters. Let's select them. The path that we're going to sweep those along is the arc down here. So let's change our selection to the path. And then let's go here. Notice there's my arc. It's turning blue. Select it. And there is projecting the letters out and forward. But if we turn to the side, I wouldn't call that stable. It's coming all the way over. We might need to trim this back about right in here, okay, because there's no support under this. So our distance right now is 100% of our arc. If I wanted to go forward with this more, I can pull on this. I can go back. Sorry, I was full extent. Okay. That's 0.5. Let's try 0.7 on our distance. Spin it around, take a look at that. That's more than I want. Let's go back to 0.6. It's not going to work. 0.6. Still a little bit more than I'd like. Let's go 0.55. I could have steepened my arc a little bit. 4. I'm liking 0.4 right now. I think that's what I'm going to go with. My properties and my sweep are to join, adding these as part of the body. And this is something we could 3D print. Let's click OK and finalize our sweep. And there we are. All right. That should work. Take your screenshot, tune it to how you want it, then take your screenshot and submit it. That's the end of this project.